Our hearts play a critical role in getting blood and oxygen to our cells. But when you have heart failure, that pumping process is slowed down, and it can cause a shortness of breath, wheezing, and if not treated, it can cause death. But a new procedure here in the upstate is helping patients.
Yeah, this one was in Alaska. That's a polar bear that's standing behind us.
Terry Beiser is showing us his many travels.
This is when my wife and I were in Aruba.
But last year, he had to cancel 3 cruises because of his health.
Getting up in the morning, I have a couple of little things to do, but I got to the point where I couldn't even hardly do the trash, take it out. So my wife of almost 53 years is having to do everything almost.
He went to see his doctor,
Hey, Mr. Beiser.
Yes.
How you doing, sir?
Fine, how are you, sir?
Good.
who told him he had heart failure.
The heart normally pumps at a certain percentage. We measure what we call the ejection fraction, which for most folks is in the 50 to 60% range. When you're in heart failure, your heart pump is usually at a lower number, let's say 30%, 35% or less.
Typically, this is treated with medication and a pacemaker. But Bon Secours cardiologist Jeffrey Senfield suggested another option.
This is the device, and it's implanted much like a pacemaker, usually either on the left side of the patient's chest or on the right side of the patient's chest.
It's called the Optimizer, and once implanted, it sends electrical signals to the heart.
In most of the circumstances with pacemakers or another device called a defibrillator, electronic impulses are sent through those leads to pace the heart. But in this case, these leads actually infuse a high level of energy during a time of the cardiac cycle where it can't actually pace the heart, but it actually increases the strength of the heart.
And he's seeing good results.
From what I hear, you've been feeling better.
No, I've been feeling great.
Okay.
Beiser had this procedure in November and lost 20 pounds in less than 2 months.
My eating habits are about the same, but I just feel like the heart's probably doing a better job of making the blood flow.
Allowing him to be more mobile.
Where now I can actually take longer steps. I can get up without the aid of pushing off on something.
And now he's ready to travel with his wife again.
Got about 6 or 7 places picked out within about a 2 or 3 hour drive from Greenville that we're going to start with, and just spend a night or 2 out and then come back home and just build up from there.
And Dr. Senfield says the procedure to implant this device usually takes about 30 minutes to an hour, and it has a battery life of about 20 years before you need a replacement.